Welcome back to another BYU CTF 2022 write-up video. In this video, we'll be covering the reverse engineering challenge, Basic Rev. Let's get into it. How well do you know assembly? Do you know of any tools that can help you? Hint, they both start with the letter G. So they're probably talking about GDB and Ghidra, but we built different out here, all right? We're gonna use Radari because that's my favorite, and it is what it is. Well, and Cutter, but Cutter is just the GUI version of Radari. Whatever, anyways. I already had the file downloaded over here. If we run a file on it, it's just a basic 64-bit ELF. Let me go ahead and maximize this. Now we want to run it to see what it does. Enter an integer, blah, blah, blah. All right, wrong number. Cool. So let's go ahead and crack this sucker open in Cutter. And let's go to the main function. Okay, this looks like some C++, which kind of sucks because it looks like some doo-doo inside the disassembler, but it is what it is. We'll work with it. So there's our enter an integer, and then here's construct flag. That's probably worth noting. And if we go back to main, we're passing in and var underscore 4h, which is our input. It's that number we put in. So let's go to construct flag. Okay, so arg1 is our input. So here they're setting this var underscore 124h to arg1. And right here they're comparing that to a number. So that's probably the number we want. Whoops. So we just need to figure out whatever OX121 is in decimal. And that should be our flag. So let's, well, in theory it should give us our flag anyways. So let's try that to, oh, I need to actually run Python and figure out what that is. 289, awesome. All right, now let's run it. Okay, so it's not just gonna give us the flag, so we actually need to debug the program and actually expose the flag that way. And we can do that in Radari too. So let's go ahead and crack this sucker open in Radari 2. Well, command line Radari 2. And we'll go ahead and do a db at main. We'll do a doo to go ahead and compile it. dc, so we breakpoint at main. We can pdf. Okay, so that's bothersome right there, but luckily it tells us what the actual function is that we can reference right here in the comments. So we can do pdf at that function name. I know it looks really bad, but we just need to breakpoint somewhere strategic. So there's our wrong number message, and then there's our finished processing flag message right there. If you go back to Cutter, it actually isn't going to show you that finished processing message. It's obfuscated somewhere else in the program. Lovely, right? Well, it is what it is, but luckily the command line version is thorough enough to give us that. So now we don't have to look for it or try to figure out where it's at. It's right there. So why don't we go ahead and just put a breakpoint there, since that's where it's printing out, where it's finished processing the flag. So if we get the number right, it should go into that if condition and process the flag for us, and it should be finished processing by the time we get through all this. So we'll see what we get, huh? So we'll do a breakpoint there. And then we'll do a DC to continue. Let's do 289. We hit our breakpoint, and it wouldn't have hit, it would have hit this wrong number portion right here if our number was wrong. So 289 is the right number. Now let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's do px. Okay, nothing too visible right here. So can we do pr? I did not mean to clear the screen like that. That's unfortunate, but here we can see our breakpoint. Now, we need to figure out where the flag is. Huh. Well, here's the in curly brace for the flag, and that's getting loaded into RDX, and then RDX is getting loaded into RSI, and then RAX is getting loaded into RDI. So our flag is most likely somewhere in RDI or RSI, I would imagine. GDB probably would have just popped the flag for us if we went that route, but I wanted to go a different route because who wants to go to the basic route that everybody else goes? When you get the chance, veer off the beaten path, right? We can just check all these registers. So let's start with RSI, I guess. Okay, that is the left curly brace. Okay, so that's a singular character. So we need something that'll point to the actual whole string, and RSI can actually do that. But I wanted to just check and see what's in RAX real quick. Okay, nothing of interest. So let's try at is it RDI or RSI? Sorry, I meant RDI can host a longer string in it if it needs to. So let's do that. Oh, there's our flag. BYU CTF, test flag, please ignore. Don't ignore it because that actually is the flag, and I thought it wasn't, so I went ahead and submitted it because I thought it was a red herring, so I didn't think it would work. But when you see a flag, you want to submit it anyways. Unless, you know, like with some of these challenges, there's only a limited number of attempts you can submit the flag. But anyways, if you submit it, it'll say correct because that is the flag. So, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.